Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, or welcome back if you've been with me before. I'm coming to you from the beautiful lands and nature of Costa Rica. Super grateful to be able to share this with you from here, from this place, from this very special place. This is a simple, easy morning routine, morning movement, yoga inspired, and it is for all levels, beginners welcome, and there's different exercises and postures and movements to be able to open up the whole body so that we could feel refreshed and awakened and a little more in our bodies. And we'll finish this short and sweet practice with a gratitude practice to really allow ourselves to deeply feel into gratefulness. And we'll see and notice how shifting into the energy of gratitude can immediately change our state, change our perception. So a simple but potent practice, and a potent practice of gratitude as well. These are some of the postures that I do every single morning, so I wanted to share that with you. A couple of blocks might be helpful for some of the sequences, but they're not necessary. But sometimes in the morning when you feel a little bit stiff, I like to use blocks in the morning until I open up a little bit more. And so if you like the practice, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who you feel like could really benefit from having some accountability to do a morning practice. And if you want to stay connected, you can sign up to my love letters, my email list down below. It's just me writing to you some inspiration, musings, and different offerings. And I do have a yoga retreat coming up here in Nosara, Costa Rica in February of 2026, which I'm super excited about. More information down below. All right, get into something really comfortable and let's get this simple, easy morning movement yoga practice started. We're going to begin today's practice and session standing. So if you know my joints and glands videos, there'll be some elements of that. You're just going to take your feet nice and wide so you feel you have a comfortable stance. We're just going to start with some arm swings. You know, alternate between the left arm and the right arm, crossing over each other. It's one of the first things that I do when I first wake up in the morning. And it's about every two swings is an inhale, and every two swings is an exhale. And you don't have to overthink that, just so that it's just a cue to remind you to breathe. Just opening up the chest and the shoulders, and then we're going to shift this into a twist. So not overthink it, just let your arms swing and pick up your back heel. When you twist, you can let your head go with you, and you can let your arms just smack your body. So you're just awakening the glands, all the functions in the body while you stretch and open and bringing awareness to your breath. All right, and then we'll come to the middle and we'll interlace our fingers. We're going to scoop the arms up. Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows and down. Inhale, scoop up, bend the elbows and down. Find your rhythm. The inhale is the lift, the exhale is the lowering of your arms. So now we're getting the elbows involved, the wrists. And this is where you might start to feel a little bit of heat starting to warm up, awakening. Next time you're up, you're going to stay up. Inhale. Exhale, arch up and over to one side. Doesn't matter which side, we'll do both. Chest stays open, opening up the spine in all directions. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, arch and up and over the other side. Chest stays open. And then inhale back to center, reach up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, release your hands and clear the space around you. You're going to take a wider stance here. Have your heels come in, toes out. Take your hands on your thighs and bend your knees. And let your shoulders sink into your ears. And you can just give yourself a little sway from side to side or just be still. Just opening up in the groin, inner lines of the legs. Relax your belly. And then we'll take a shoulder dip. So you're going to dip your right shoulder down and look over your left shoulder. Continue to sway or be still. Starting to stretch out the backs of the shoulders, spine a little more. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, dip your left shoulder down, look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up, engage the quads, and then exhale, lower the arms down. We'll come into a chest opener. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind you, give your shoulders a loop onto the back, extend the elbows, and lift your arms off the body as much as you can. And if you can't quite interlace the hands, you can grab onto opposite elbows. Your tailbone's lengthening down, and then take a big breath into your chest, right into your collarbones. And then as you exhale, a little bend in the knees, you're going to forward fold with the hands interlaced. And if that's not feeling good for your shoulders today, you can always take your hands to your lower back or grab opposite elbows and feel that gentle stretch. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Relax your chin in. You can give your head a little nod so you're releasing any excess tension in your neck. And then gently release your hands to your lower back first, and then release your hands down, forward fold. And we'll just take a few nice deep breaths here in this forward fold, feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs. Shoulders are out of the ears, a little stretch in the spine. And then from here, we're going to step back with our left leg and place the left knee down. You're in a lunge. I like to use blocks, especially in the morning when I feel a little bit more tight. You can bring the blocks under the hands. If you don't have them, that's okay. And then just sink your hips forward, relax the shoulders down, draw the right hip back and your left knee forward. Just take a couple breaths into your left hip flexor, the psoas. Sometimes I even like to peek over my right shoulder and feel that whole nice stretch along the left side body. And then from here, we'll extend the front leg, come into a half split. You can slide your blocks back, slide your hands back, flex your right foot, stretching out into the right hamstring. Again, the shoulders are soft, so you want to maintain the long spine. Continue to breathe. And then re-bend that right knee. And then from here, we'll reach the arms up overhead. You can take your right hand to your left wrist and just arch up and over to the left. The chest stays center. Breathe a little deeper into the left side, left psoas. And then come back to center. And we'll just shift your hips back and come onto your knees. And we're going to do a simple switch to the other side. So your left foot's going to step in front, hands on blocks or hands on the ground. And again, the hinge is coming forward as you draw the left hip back, right knee forward, chest is open, shoulders down and away. Breathe deeply into your right hip flexor, your psoas muscle. If you want to add a little bit more movement, you can just look over your left shoulder and lean. Your hips like sticking out a little bit to the right. And you can just intuitively feel where there might be some stickiness or tightness, and just breathe into that, feel into that. And then we'll shift the hips back for that half split. So you can slide the blocks in, hands a little closer to you, flex the left foot, relax the shoulders, nice long spine, breathe into your left hamstring. And then we'll shift back forward, bend the left knee. We'll reach the arms up overhead. Take your left hand, grab a hold of your right wrist and arch up and over to the left. Drop that left hip down. Just feel the bowing in the right side body, deeper stretch into your right hip flexor, chest open, breathe. And then release. Take your blocks aside and come onto all fours, tabletop position. So spread your fingers wide, knees hip width distance apart, wrists under the shoulders. We'll move through 3 cat-cows. So on the inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the gaze, shoulders are out of the ears. As you exhale, push the floor away, pull the belly in, feel the shoulder blades peel away from each other. 2 more times. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. And 1 more time. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. And we'll come into puppy stretch, one of my favorite postures. Your hips are going to stay stacked over your knees. You're just going to slide or walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead towards the mat. And if it doesn't reach, that's okay. You can always slide a block into your forehead. Option to also bend the elbows and place them on the floor for more support. If not, keep your arms active, push your palms into the ground and glide your shoulders down and away. Continue to breathe deeply here, feeling that opening in the spine, the underarms, the shoulders. Notice how it feels to breathe deeply into the heart, into the chest. All right, with care, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, and then we'll come onto the sit bones and bring your legs out in front of you. We'll lay down onto our back, so make sure there's space behind you on your mat. And then we'll come into a nice hip opener. So your knees are bent, feet are on the floor. You're going to cross your right ankle, let it clear your left thigh. Right foot is flexed. You can stay one option. Option one is here, right hand to your right thigh, and you're pushing that thigh away. And sometimes that's exactly what you need, just to open up that hip flexor. Or if you want to thread, take your right hand between the legs, lift your left foot off of the mat, and interlace the fingers behind the back of the left thigh. Or if you're more flexible, you can wrap it around your left shin. You want to keep the shoulders relaxed on the ground. Chin is in so your head isn't cranking up. And then you can draw the left thigh in as you use your right forearm or elbow to push the right thigh away. And just breathe into the hip wherever you might feel tightness or density. You can use your exhalations to help release, let go. One more cycle of breath, in and out through the nose. All right, and then release. Both feet down on the mat. We'll do a simple switch to the other side. Cross your left ankle, let it clear your right thigh. Left foot is flexed. Option one, take your left hand and push the left thigh away, and that might feel super great. Or thread. Left hand between the legs, lift your right foot off the mat, interlace your fingers behind the back of the right thigh or around the shin. As long as you can keep your shoulders relaxed and your chin is in so the neck is long, flex the left foot to protect the knee, and then you draw the right thigh in as you use your left elbow or forearm to push the left thigh away, getting a little deeper into the glute, into the hips. And you can explore, maybe you shift the unit of your legs a little over to the right a little bit. You can see where there's areas of tension and just breathe into it. Use your exhales to move through it. Okay, one more cycle of breath here. All right, release your feet down. Take your feet out nice and wide and just give yourself a windshield washer wipe from side to side, internally and externally rotating the hips. And then our final posture is going to be a twist. So bring your legs back to the center, extend your left leg on and pull your right knee in towards your chest. And then take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh and roll over onto your left side. Right arm's going to open up with your right palm facing up, so you're externally rotating the shoulder. It's just nice and openness across the chest. Head is either center or you can look over to your right for a full twist. Maybe you close down your eyes or just soften your gaze. You can go internal. And just feel your belly rise and fall as you follow the flow of your breath in and out through the nose. Let your right shoulder get nice and heavy towards the ground. And then come back to center, place both feet down onto the mat, give your hips a little lift off the floor and lower back down to re-level, re-center. Extend your right leg out long, draw your left knee in, take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh and roll over onto your right side. Left arm opens up, palm is up. Relax the left shoulder down as much as you can. Just invite in that softness. Head is wherever's most comfortable for your neck. You can close down your eyes. That'll help you shift internally. And just feel your belly rise and fall as you watch the breath. Allow yourself to receive this twist, maintaining a healthy, supple spine. One more cycle of breath here. And then come back to center. Place your feet on the mat, give your hips a lift, and lower back down, re-level. And then extend the legs out long. Reach your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. Point your toes. Reach to opposite ends of the room. Just lengthen out the entire body. Nice deep breaths. Feeling refreshed. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll out your wrists, your ankles. And then pull your knees in toward you, give yourself a hug, wrap your arms around your shins. And then give yourself a little rock up to a comfortable seated position. So you can sit up on a block or lean up against the wall or sit in a chair. And we'll just do a short little practice here just to center ourselves, be with ourselves just for a moment of stillness. So you can sit up nice and tall, shoulders are onto the back. Hands could be on your thighs, either palms up or down, whatever feels right for you in this moment. Close down your eyes or just soften your gaze. Let your belly be nice and soft, jaws relaxed. And just tune into your breathing in and out through both nostrils. And just notice as you start to become aware of your breath, how everything starts to shift. The focus becomes more internal. And just follow the flow of your breath, nice and simple, giving your mind something to do, a place to anchor into. And as we're here, as we're following the breath, we're going to invite in something that we're truly, actually grateful for. Rather than just listing it off or just thinking about it and moving on, we're going to take something that we're genuinely grateful for. And it doesn't have to be something big or grand. It could be the littlest thing. It could be a thing. It could be a person, a loved one, a pet. It could be a place. It could be a feeling. It could be anything. Whatever you're genuinely grateful for. And really allow yourself to feel the energy of gratefulness. And feel it in your heart. Allow yourself to receive that gratitude and take a few breaths in the heart through the lens and the feeling of gratitude, of gratefulness. And if it helps to place your hand on the heart, you're welcome to place your hand there or both hands. Just feeling your chest rise and fall as you're in the heart space, feeling into gratitude. There's so much to be grateful for. And just notice how tuning into the energy of gratefulness in an authentic way to you can immediately shift your perception and shift your state of being. So allow this energy of gratitude, of gratefulness, to spread now beyond your heart into every nook and cranny of your being, of your body, of your cells, your tissues, your muscles, spreading through your entire being. Continuing to breathe in that gratitude, that gratefulness. And just be in this overflow of gratitude, spreading beyond your physical body, out into your aura, your energy field. And just allow yourself to bask in this beautiful, sweet energy for just a few moments. Knowing that we have access to this at any point throughout our day, at any moment. It's just a pause and a decision away. invite you to remember this as often as you can, as often as you need throughout the day. It is always available to you. And I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Namaste.